What's up, you guys? Chelsea Briggs here, coming to you from Playlist Live 2014, joined by Sawyer Hartman.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
Are you awake?
It is early.
Good,
you guys don't know.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So.
It's a progress.
But I have to put this out there right away because you're the selfie king. We've talked about this before.
Everyone is the selfie king
Sawyer.
these days. Well, thank you. I'll take it.
But you always have your dog in your pictures, so I think that's really cute, too.
Everyone wants me to like make his own Instagram, and I'm like, no.
You won't?
Unless he starts paying bills, like I'm using them on mine.
That's true.
Yes.
Your mom and grandma are here, and they're
Yeah.
experiencing all the fans, and
Yeah.
how are they taking it?
Well, they had never really expected it, and it was that kind of thing where I was like, like my mom would be like, yeah, just go down the main stage. I was like, well, it's a little hard, and she's like, oh, Sawyer, stop. And then after yesterday,
be humble, and you're like, no.
And then after yesterday, she's like, that wasn't safe. My grandma was just like, oh, it's like my grandson's Justin Bieber. She was like telling everybody I was her boyfriend. She's like, that's my boyfriend. Family.
That's gotta keep you like humble, no matter what though. Like having those like family.
They keep me grounded. They're awesome. I love them.
And do you get used to this like female attention? Is this like?
Yeah, I missed it for the other like 90% of my life, so it's not so bad now.
What's been the best fan moment here at Playlist this year?
I had this girl who was maybe 14 come up to me. And I was like, hi, and she's like, hey, and I was like, would you like a photo? And she's like, well, actually, we came because my mom wanted to see you. So she was like, she's a little embarrassed, and it was like complete reverse. And she was like, it's a little embarrassing, but would you take a picture with her?
Stop.
I was like, yes.
Wait, did the mom come? Was she like, oh my God, I love
She
your
was like
videos.
hiding behind her minivan.
Oh my God.
It was really funny. It
That's
was really cute.
It's funny though. You
Yeah,
appeal to
I was
all
like-
ages, Sawyer.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. I like it.
Cool.
I like it. And the husband was there just smiling, and I was like,
Did you shake his hand?
yeah.
You've only really been on YouTube for 2 years. Is that what I?
Yeah, 2 years, and then like a year and a half, like strong.
Focus.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it crazy looking back to like the first video you uploaded and kind of like how far you've come? Because did you ever think you'd have like the millions of followers that you have now, you know?
Well, I mean, like even, like coming to Playlist, like the first year I went to VidCon 3 years ago, I had 170 subscribers, and like my buddy had to sneak me in. I remember when I started my channel, if I like got 10,000 subscribers, I made it. And like if I got 100,000, like I was good.
Yeah,
I never
now
needed
you're in
another
the
thing in my
millions.
life, and now I'm like, oh my gosh.
But do you feel
This
like
is
it's always
crazy.
like there's always a next goal? Like it's always like, okay, when I make it
but
to.
my goals don't really revolve much around numbers.
That's good.
It's inspiring though.
Yeah.
When I know like, oh, I'm coming up on 2 million, I should do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really cool and inspiring. But yeah, my goals are a lot more like self-aware.
You do so many collaborations. So be real. Who's like your favorite person to collaborate with? Let's be real right now.
Tyler.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, but the next day
But.
they're my least favorite because they're drunk collabs.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
Like, in thought, I'm like, oh yeah, I should film another video with Tyler, and then the next morning I'm like, why did we do that? It's on my channel. I can kind of control it with the edit.
Okay. Tyler is gonna probably make you look like embarrass you the most,
On
right?
Tyler's video, at one point we were doing like pumpkin carving. His pumpkin had like a shifty tooth, kind of like a sketchy tooth. And I just remember saying to him, I was just like out of my mind. I was like, it reminds me of Ginny's dog, which is like an ex-girlfriend. And then he was like, who's Ginny? And I was like, an ex-girl. I'm drunk. And he kept it in. So
Did
now,
the ex-girlfriend see it?
yeah.
Was she like, you miss me?
I don't know. Her friends told me she saw it. But yeah, now me and Tyler have a thing where if we're ever filming and we go, oh yeah, don't leave that in, it automatically gets left in accordance to also having in the don't leave that in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like a vicious cycle now.
Just being vulnerable in general, like have you uploaded a video where you immediately are like, I shouldn't have done that, or later on?
Yeah, my Draw My Life. I uploaded it and I was like, wow, this is sharing a lot with because the internet's a crazy place because like, of course my fandom and viewers like are always supportive and like amazing, but it's like there's a whole other side to the internet, and that side's a lot bigger than this side.
Yeah.
So like it's always a little intimidating to like realize
Everyone
wow,
knows it's all out
you're
there.
about to let everyone in on this one.
Yeah.
So it's a little crazy.
What's like your ultimate career goal?
What I want to do is direct it, but what I'm doing right now is we're working with trying to either do a feature, which I would want to be like studio based,
Cool.
so not like internet release, or an hour-long dramatic series on Netflix. I just did a short film called Lost Island,
Nice.
and I've been taking meetings with some like more traditional movie studios to see about getting it made into a feature.
It's so crazy, like what YouTube can do for you. It's just insane.
It's crazy.
Like, and being here, I feel like you see that so much more.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like it's a platform. That's the best way to describe it. Is like it's a launching point for whatever you want to do.
And Camp Dakota.
Yeah.
You had a little
Yes,
cameo.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Talk about that, because working with those girls, I feel like, how do you even get through a scene with Grace and Hannah?
It was nice because I've known Grace for a while, and me and Hannah have like met at all things, but I never really had gotten to know Mamrie, and I had like 9 hours backstage with just Mamrie. She is they're so funny. Like, it's like everything you say, she's got a pun or like some like well thought out joke to answer it with, and I'm like, how did you know I was gonna say that?
Is there like a day on set or a moment that you can talk about, like a story of something funny that happened with them?
Not even with them.
Okay.
So if you've seen the film, there's a mid-30s woman who's the boss, who I make out with. The funniest part was just beforehand when I met her, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Sawyer," and she's like, "Hi, I'm the cougar you're gonna be making out with," and I was like, "Pleasure to meet you."
Best job ever.
I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Nice."
And is there someone that you want to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
Martin Scorsese.
Oh, well, that's not a YouTuber.
Nope, but
Martin Scorsese would be awesome.
I think it would be interesting to see him direct something in the 3-minute world.
Cool.
He used to do it all the time.
You're going to win an Oscar one day.
I'd be fine with at least being there.
Okay.
But I appreciate it.
Because it's no numbers.
It's all about if I'm happy with the film.
I like that. Thank you, Sawyer.
Thanks for having me.
So good to hang out.
What's up, guys? I'm Sawyer Hartman, and you're watching Hollywire TV.